My name's Chip Young. I'm a welder fabricator, been with PDI Communications for 5 years. We have monthly lean improvement meetings here at PDI, and it was brought to our attention as team leaders that we wanted to redesign some of our arm mounts, make it a little less cumbersome. So we sat down as a team and kind of went through my experiences in past fabrications and used that to redesign these mounts from a different perspective.
We redesigned this ceiling mount and it's now easier to manufacture. And
the engineers and I were able to sit down and kind of get a plan together of what kind of materials we could use to improve the weight, to make the mounts lighter.
My name is Joseph Cadle. I'm a mechanical design engineer here at PDI Communications, and the ceiling mount redesign project was started as just an improvement process. Our president, Lou Velardo, was walking around and noticed that there were just a better way we could do this. And Chip Young had mentioned that there was just a better way to do it. So I started out the project meeting with Chip Young, meeting with Tim Storts from Service. Not only were we improving the product for PDI, but we were also improving it for the customer in the field.
So after Joseph and I met, he came up with a prototype design and was able to give that to me, and I was able to build our first prototype.
This is part of the design process that we go through. This is a SolidWorks simulation that we did to make sure that we are continuing to provide the same level of safety on every new design that we have on our previous designs, and to continue to make sure that we make improvements in the area of safety as well. Right now what this is showing is the standard loading. This is how the boom mount arm would deflect under just standard assumed loading conditions. So we start with this simulation to give us a good rough idea on where we're at on the design, and once we like what the simulation has, that's when we start making physical prototypes to start doing some physical testing. An example of the multiple iterations of design are these new elbow brackets. After we did the initial review with marketing, with service, with welding, it was decided we were going to extend this just to provide a little bit more protection for the cables. We made sure that it was still providing the look that PDI wanted to provide, and making sure that we are providing all the protection for the cables to ensure a long-lasting product for our customers. As we were looking at how the ceiling mount arm interacted with the ceiling mount itself, one of the things we wanted to improve was to make sure that we protected the cables more. By changing the design and covering the cables as it comes out of the ceiling mount and into the arm, we are able to make sure that there are even less chances for a patient to be interacting with the cables, and less chance for the cable to be damaged as it's hanging down from the ceiling mount arm itself. One of the benefits of the new design is it allows the installer to move more easily with the outer tube assembly. With a 50% weight reduction, it's easier to carry that outer tube up a ladder and fit it around existing ductwork when you're doing a renovation on the wing of a hospital.
Looking back from beginning to end on this project, it's much less labor intensive, it's quicker for us to build, it's easier for the assemblers to put together, it's easier for the coaters to put the actual powder coating on, so it's just a win all across the board.
Now that we've released the ceiling mount, now that we're sending it out to customers, I'm very pleased with not only we were able to improve it and make it better for ourselves and make it easier for PDI to get it out to the customers, but I'm much happier with the way that service and any installer is able to interact with the product.